Hey family, welcome to Cars and Cologne. I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in to the channel this week for my newest video. I will be bringing you another summer fragrance video. I know it's a lot, I know it can be convoluted, but hey, it's hot, and what I'm doing is offering you guys alternatives. And in this video, I'm ranging the gamut from inexpensive to pretty expensive. So stick with me, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and also, if you wouldn't mind, leave a comment. You guys let me know how I'm doing with the channel. So give me a second, let the intro play, and I will catch you on the other side. Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Again, I'm Mel. Thank you for tuning in. This is my channel, Cars and Cologne. And what I'm doing is bringing you 10 fragrances that I think would be an alternative to some of the lists that are out there right now, including my own. I put a list out last week about some fragrances. And in my humble opinion, I think that these will be good ones for the summer. So again, this is just my opinion on some fragrances that I think will help get you through this summer heat and have you smelling good at the same time. So first up, we have from the house of Xerjoff, 40 Knots. This is 40 Knots, guys. This is a really nice fragrance. It has woody, marine, and salty accords. It's a little green. Really great one for the summertime. Xerjoff really puts out some bangers, and 40 Knots is one that makes a lot of lists during the summertime and leaning towards the fall end where the weather's still kind of warm but it's cooling at the same time. It smells fantastic. You can pick up the salty accords in here. Give me a second and let me read off the notes to you. It'll give you an idea of how 40 Knots smells. Okay, close your eyes and listen to my voice. Woody notes, cedar, salt, seawater, and green notes. And if you can put all those together, it's like you're sitting at the ocean or sitting on the dock of the bay. And if you know how seaweed smells when it mixes with those oceanic aldehydes, you can kind of get an idea of how 40 Knots smell, but not so astringent. It's not so pungent. It's really soft. It's nice, and you can open your eyes now. Next up, okay guys, from the house of YSL, this is Myself. I don't believe I've done this in a minute. It's been a while. Myself came out last year. It's a really nice fragrance, and I can't remember if I've done a video on it or not, but it smells fantastic. It's one that's really clean, it's really light, and it's one that it's you know, white t-shirt approved, a white button down approved with some jeans. It's a great fragrance. At the top you've got citruses, you've got patchouli, you've got woods. It says a bit sweet, but I don't pick up any sweetness in it. Give me a second, let me read the notes off to you. Okay, here's your freshness. At the top you have Calabrian bergamot and regular bergamot. In the middle you have Tunisian orange blossom, and at the bottom you have umbrophix and patchouli. So you've got kind of citrusy, light and airy, and then it dries down into a real subtle green, really I want to say fragrant, but it's not so fragrant where it's floral. It's just fragrant where the patchouli kind of picks up, and it really leaves a fantastic sillage. It's a really nice one from the house of YSL. It's Myself. Next up. Okay guys, now in keeping with the blue kind of aldehydic dance that I'm taking, or fragrances that I'm presenting, this is one of my favorites. This is Sailing Day from the house of Margiela. Marine, aromatic, aldehydic, aquatic, woody. This is one of my favorites, guys. When I purchased this, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I couldn't wait for it to come out. I saw the notes, and I really like the aldehydic smelling fragrances, you know, kind of watery smelling fragrances. And I have a few more on this list that kind of fit into that category. But this is one right here. It's my summertime go-to. I really enjoy wearing this thing. Give me a second, I'll read the notes off to you. Okay, at the top, you've got C notes, aldehydes, coriander, and red pepper. In the mid, you have juniper, iris, amyl salicylate, and rose. And at the bottom, you have seaweed, ambergris, cedar, and amber wood. So you're getting this kind of watery smelling, woody smelling fragrance. It's great. I really enjoyed it. It puts me right back on the beach. Puts me right back on the beach. That's the best way I can put this. I enjoy this. It's a great one for the summer. It's Sailing Day from the House of Margiela. Next up. Alright, I'm going old school on you. Nautica Voyage. Green, fruity, floral, fresh, aquatic, woody, bit citrusy. It's a great one. This is a mainstay in anybody. If you're a serious collector, you own Nautica. It's one of my favorites. You can find it at pretty much any rack store, guys, and this is the original Nautica. They've got several flankers after this, but this is the original, and the original is my favorite. Give me a second, I'll read the notes off to you. Okay, green leaves and apple are at the top. Lotus, mimosa are in the mids. Musk, cedar, oak moss, and amber are at the base. How they put this together is a reason why it's on most people's favorite list during the summertime, especially because it smells fantastic, and I put a beating on this thing. I really enjoy it. It's Nautica Voyage. Next up. Okay, I know I'm about to hit the pricier side of things, but if you know, you know. This is a great one from the House of Parfums de Marly. It's Greenlee. Wood, citruses, greens, mossy, fresh, amber. It pretty much checks all the boxes as far as a nice, fresh fragrance goes during the summer heat. 1 second, hear your nose. This is what you get with this. If you've never smelled it, close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'll read the notes out to you and see if you can put it together in your head, okay? Green apple, Calabrian bergamot, mandarin orange, citruses. Really nice, popping, zesty citruses. In the mid, petitgrain, cedar, cashmere, pomerose, and violet. Okay, and at the bottom end, or at the base, oak moss, musk, and amberwood. So you got your citruses and your woods, and how Parfums de Marly put this fragrance together. It is really nice. It's a really good one for the summer heat. Again, guys, this is Greenlee from Parfums de Marly. Next up, from JPG, Mr. Jean Paul Gaultier. Le Beau, Le Parfum. Sweet, woody, coconut, amber, tropical, fruity. I'm going with my checks on this one. It's a really nice fragrance. It is tropical in nature. It doesn't smell like suntan lotion in the least, but it does invoke the sense of being at the beach and those tropical fragrances. You know, maybe the tropical drinks would be a better way to put it. But it's a really nice fragrance, guys. 1 second, I'll read the notes to you. Top notes: pineapple, iris, cypress, and ginger. So it's sweet and zesty from the initial spray. In the mid, coconut woods, and at the bottom, tonka bean, sandalwood, amber, and ambergris. Really nice fragrance. Again, this will put you right at the beach. If you're a beach goer, you like sitting in that sun, you like that vibe, this is it, guys. I'm sorry. There you go. No Diddy. This is it. This is Le Beau Le Parfum from Jean Paul Gaultier. Next up. Alright, I told you I was hitting all price points on this. From the House of Creed, Virgin Island water, citrus, coconut, vanilla, rum, woods. Really nice one. And this does have a slight suntan lotion vibe to it. But it's more the run. You can almost hear like steel drums playing in the background when you wear this one. I really enjoy this fragrance, and all the fragrances that I have, all the creeds I own, and I've really been putting a dent in this one and Arofa. People sleeping on Arofa, guys, you got to get your nose on Arofa. Let me read the notes off to you. Top notes: coconut, lime, white bergamot, and Sicilian mandarin. In the mid, ginger, ylang ylang, Indian jasmine, and hibiscus. And at the bottom, you've got white rum, sugar cane, and musk. So it's sweet, it's really nice, it's coconutty. Again, you can almost close your eyes and hear the steel drums. This is Virgin Island water from the House of Creed. Next up. Okay, family, from the house of Armaf, we have Milestone, Club de Nuit Milestone. This is their interpretation of Creed's Millésime Imperial. I considered putting Millésime Imperial on here, but I think Milestone actually lasts a bit longer, at least on my skin. So I wanted to introduce you guys to Milestone. If you haven't heard of it, great fragrance. They really did a great job on it. It's a fingerprint magnet. I tried to clean it up a little bit, but yeah, it'll get the fingerprints. Marine, aromatic, woody, fruity, citrusy, salty. People say, and I kind of agree with it, it puts you in the mindset of like a salty watermelon vibe. A really good one for the warmer days. Give me a second. Let me read the notes off to you. Okay, at the top you have C notes, red fruits, bergamot. In the middle you have violet, white woods, and sandalwood. And at the bottom you've got musk, ambroxan, and vetiver. So again, if you've never smelled Millésime Imperial, this would be a great one. It's if I had to give it a percentage on how close it is to Millésime Imperial, I'd say maybe 90-95%. The House of Armaf does great work. Can't take anything away from them. Okay, so again, this is Milestone. If you can't afford Millésime Imperial, get Milestone. You can't lose with it. Next up. Okay, guys, here's one I really don't hear a lot of people talking about. It's First Instinct Blue from Abercrombie & Fitch. Aromatic, lavender, woody, fruity, green, a little green. But I really enjoy this fragrance. I own all three, Fierce and the others, Abercrombie First Instinct in the metallic looking bottle, and this one. All three of them smell great. All three of them smell great. I mean, they've even made a clone of Fierce, so that should tell you something. Give me a second, let me read the notes off to you. Okay, and you're gonna see why I put this on this list. At the top, you've got apple, bergamot, and cardamom. So, apple, citrus, and a little spice. And in the mid, you have lavender, rosemary, and pepper. And at the bottom, tonka, sandalwood, and amber. Again, guys, nice fragrance. Give me a second. It smells so good. This is all these 10 that I picked out for a reason, and I have more. I'm thinking I might do another summer heat video, but if you guys can get your hands on it, Blue Instinct from Abercrombie and Fitch. I'm sorry, tongue twister. But if you can get your nose on it, guys, get it. I think it's like $20-25 in Marshalls. Can't really go wrong with it. If you want a nice freshie for the summer, and it'll last. I wore it a few times. Again, guys, First Instinct Blue, and last but not least, okay, family, from the House of Kirkjohn, this is Aqua Media Cologne Forte. Citrus, fresh, floral, spicy, has a little bit of anise in it. Ultimate freshie. This is a really nice fresh fragrance. I bought it when it first came out. I went to actually pick something else up. I think silver. I think I went to pick silver up. Silver or gold, one or two. But this had just come out. I got my nose on it and I was blown away. I had to have it. So I picked this one up. Give me a second, let me read the notes off to you and tell you why. Okay, at the top you got verbena and bergamot. Fresh. Fresh right out the gate. In the mid you have phenol and hedione. At the bottom, matcha tea, musk, and wood notes. So you get your citruses, you get your woods. It's a really nice fresh summertime heat fragrance. This will do well in the heat. Smells great. If you can get your nose on it, pick it up. Okay? Aqua Media Cologne Forte from the House of Kirkjohn. Now, I know I said last up, but I had another one I wanted to put on the list. Give me a second and I'll read this one off to you. I think it belongs on the list. When Mont Blanc Explorer first came out, everybody was on the hype train. And I have to admit, it is a really nice interpretation, even though they say it's not. It's an interpretation of Creed Aventus. It smells almost spot on. Almost. There are little subtle differences, but almost. And they kept it going. Now, when they came out with blue, I wasn't feeling it. I trashed it. I trashed it on video because it smells like they just did something and put it out. And I don't like that. Okay? And I actually blind bought it because I liked the original so much. But hey, they worked their way back into my good graces with Explorer Platinum. This is Explorer Platinum, and I wanted to put it on this list. Aromatic, woody, ozonic, aquatic, and green. Whew. It's a really nice one. Now, when it first came out, people were talking about it. People were all over it. They were giving it good ratings and whatnot. But it died down. It stopped making people's lists, and I went back to it, and I enjoy it. That's why it's on my list. Give me a second. Let me read the notes off to you. Violet leaves, clary sage, and cedarwood. And I'm sure they have other fixatives in there to blend these three together, but it's what you get. It's its own fragrance. It doesn't smell anything like the original Explorer or Explorer Blue. This one is its own fragrance. This is Explorer Platinum, and Explorer Platinum is a really nice one for the summer heat. And that's the list. 10 fragrances, 10 other fragrances, or 10 more fragrances that I think would do well in the summer heat and give you more options. That's what I'm doing. Okay? So again, subscribe to the channel. I got a lot of ghost watchers. Guys, I appreciate it, but I need you to subscribe. Okay? Hit that bell notification so you're alerted to when I'm putting out a new video. And you guys, take care. Alright? We got a lot going on in the world. Don't let it affect you. Don't let it get in your mind. Turn social media off. Turn the TV off sometimes. Just go outside and take a deep breath. Okay? Just spend some time with you. get to love you. Nobody should love you more than you love yourself. All right? You guys take care. God bless. I'm Mel. I'm out. Peace.